What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about why Target failed in Canada. I had no idea about this. When did Canada have Target? And what didn't you guys like about it? I mean, it's got a big circle on the front. Well, Target is a very popular store here in the United States. It sells home goods, household supplies. It has clothing, cool clothing, food, Doritos, two for $5, actually. That's a pretty good deal. Anyway, and I don't mean to talk smack about Walmart, but between you and me, I think Target is just a much better version of Walmart, or a better shopping experience, a lot more pleasant, aesthetically pleasing, with cool stuff. I think that basically boils down to why a lot of Americans really love Target. So apparently Canada tried to make Target a thing, but it didn't catch on? Canada, why? What? Didn't catch on. What didn't you like about Target, of all things? Well, that is exactly what I'm hoping to find out today. So let's take a look. Why Target failed in Canada. Let's see.
Nobody wanted to be the one to say, "This is a disaster."
Oh.
An anonymous executive told Canadian Business as Target pulled out of the country in 2015 after
2015? This is, I mean, I was about to say 2015. That was like yesterday. Oh man, time is going fast. 2015 was 9 years ago. Oh no. But seriously, 2015, not that long ago. Oh my, it says RIP, RIP Target. Rest in peace, Target, 2015. It was a disaster? How was it just a disaster in Canada? I'm trying to think of why it failed so utterly. You know, a while back I learned, like, Tim Hortons failed in the United States. And I think it's because Americans didn't understand what Tim Hortons was or why you would go there. Is that why Canadians didn't like Target? Did you just not see what its purpose was, maybe? Or maybe it's just not as amazing as us Americans believe. No, that can't be it.
Canadian Business as Target pulled out of the country in 2015 after just 2 years.
2 years? That's it?
But it was. The media called it a spectacular failure.
What?
And a case study in what not to do.
Oh my God.
Target
Was it? I'm so confused still. I know we're going to get to the bottom of this, thank goodness. Was it the store itself Canadians didn't like? Because Target, like the store, the shopping experience, is good. I think it's a good store, objectively, taking my bias out of it. So what's the reason Canadians didn't like it? Was it bad marketing, or it only lasted 2 years in Canada? It was a blip on the Canadian radar. Maybe some Canadians remember old Target in Canada about 9 years ago. Hope you stocked up, stocked up on all your Target goods, because it was here and gone in a flash in Canada. Wow.
It lost billions of dollars, had to lay off 18,000 people,
Wow.
and close 133 stores. But Target in the US is hugely successful.
Yeah.
Worth $70 billion.
Right,
and
right.
with 2,000 stores. So where did they go wrong?
Yeah, where? Where did they go wrong? Seriously. I never thought I'd be so fascinated by like a story about Target, about a store. But here we are. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Things were going downhill before they even started.
In 2011, Target bought the now defunct Canadian discount chain Zellers for $1.8
Zellers?
billion.
Zellers? Zellers? I feel like I've heard this word. Zellers? That was a Canadian store that went out of business. So Target bought it and tried to become a thing in Canada. I'm not surprised Target tried to go into Canada, because it's probably like a really good market, sort of similar to the American market. Was this the beginning of the end? Like buying this bankrupt Canadian Zellers thing?
Canadian discount chain Zellers for $1.8 billion.
Okay.
That was a lot of money for stores that were reported to be dumpy, poorly configured for Target's big box layout.
And in areas not frequented by the
Oh.
middle-class customers Target coveted.
Target bought Canadian Zellers to empty out the stores and the locations to use that physical building and infrastructure to build the Targets in. They were going to build Targets at the old Zellers. That's why they did that. That makes a lot of sense. But apparently that was inherently flawed already because it didn't have like the target demographic. The target demographic. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. What are they saying? That's like middle class? I guess that makes sense because Target is not like the cheapest store by far. As a matter of fact, you want to hightail it over to Walmart if you're looking for a deal. I would know. But when you're looking to splurge, or some people just go to Target to like chill, just like walk around apparently and have fun. I've heard stories.
They diminished people's image of what Target was.
Ah.
They should have done fewer stores, but better stores.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
The image of Target is that of a discount chain, but a higher quality one than, say, Walmart.
Yes.
Target is the place to go for cheap chic products you wouldn't be able to find at the lowest of the low discount chains.
Right.
Target was started in 1962, and the chain...
Discount store? I don't know why it says... Were they originally marketed as a discount store? Hold up. That's funny to me. Target discount store, supermarket. It is definitely not a discount store. Maybe you can find some deals, but you do not go to Target to like save money.
And the chain grew to be worth around $100 billion today.
It was incredibly profitable,
Right.
but Target Canada wasn't.
Under the most optimistic scenario, the earliest it would have turned a profit was 2021,
Wow.
8 years after their launch.
Right. I was about to say, so they said, oh man, they tried this in 2015 and it wouldn't even be profitable for 8 years. I mean, a corporation as big as Target, maybe they could have like operated at a deficit for 8 years, but it's like, why? And I wonder how quickly they realized they had made such a fatal error. Man, what a terrible error in hindsight. Buying stores that were like not up to the Target brand of quality and not in the right locations, that's like literally fundamentally the worst thing you could do. Maybe that's easy to say now.
Target execs didn't want to wait for the money to roll in.
And that impatience was actually the reason why they failed.
When Target bought Zellers in 2011, the Target Canada team was put on a short timetable.
Oh.
They had just 2 years to launch the 100-something stores,
Wow.
which included creating new supply chains, getting entirely new software, and inventory planning.
Wow. Do any Canadians out there like remember like Zellers and Zellers being like bought out and deconstructed and a Target being built like nearby? Was that like exciting or cool, or was it like, hey, Target's coming? Or was it like, what the heck is Target? Or was it like, oh, I'll go check that out? Or I'm curious what Canadians thought. Like, there had to be some Canadians out there who enjoyed the brief shining glimmer of light that Target existed in Canada, even though it was a disaster, according to this video.
Led by the 38-year-old Tony Fisher, who had only a background in merchandising.
They were rushing headfirst into a 2013 launch. But when it
Okay.
came, customers complained of poorly stocked shelves and an assortment that differed from the US's supply.
What?
And often higher prices than in the US.
What? Okay, what? This isn't even Target. This is why it failed. This isn't even Target. This is an abomination of Target. They made the Canadian Targets like bad, like worse looking locations. The shelves weren't even stocked. The prices were higher than the American counterpart. Why the heck would you go to Target? I'm upset about this. I want to retroactively not go to a Canadian Target. Actually, I've done that. I inadvertently protested this by not going to any Canadian Target in the past. I just didn't know it at the time. Ah, good job. Let's keep going.
New software that had been hailed as the future of store organization couldn't keep up.
What?
It would say that a store was fully stocked when it actually had almost nothing.
What?
It got so bad that Fisher decreed that every warehouse and store should catalog their inventory by hand.
What a disaster. What a freaking disaster. You know what the saddest thing is? It sounds like Target could have succeeded, easily could have succeeded in Canada if, because this is just such horrific things that took it down. Like the software managing the inventory didn't work, so nothing was in stock. What? This is such huge, gigantic pitfalls that I feel like if they had just done this right, Target could have been in Canada to this day, even could have. Sad.
Which took a lot longer, but at least it was accurate. And the internal problems were just the beginning.
Oh my God.
Vision Critical, a customer intelligence company, surveyed over 1,500 Canadians on their thoughts about Target.
Oh, okay.
They found that 70% of Target shoppers in Canada have also shopped at the company's US stores.
Really?
But 40% of those shoppers said that the experience in Target Canada was not as good as their experience in the US.
That's not surprising, based on everything we've heard. That's interesting. Man, a lot of Canadians, coming to the United States to go shopping at Target than I ever imagined. Or maybe, they were polling Canadians who go to Target. If you go to Target in the 2 years it existed in Canada, you probably have a pretty high likelihood to have gone to Target in the United States. Maybe that's what it is. 40% of them. 70% of Canadians at Target in Canada went to an American Target, and 40% of them said Canadian Target was straight up worse. I'm surprised it wasn't more, actually.
The real kicker? 89% of Canadians thought that Target didn't live up to its tagline, expect more, pay less.
Yeah.
That's partially because Target found itself competing with Walmart.
Yeah, for freaking Walmart. Don't get me wrong. I've gone to Walmart so much. I still go to Walmart. They have the best deals. As long as you're quick, you get in and out. You'll be okay, especially depending on the Walmart you choose to go to. But the deals are unbeatable. So how do you compete with that? It's difficult. So setting Target up for failure in Canada when it was already going to have a hard time competing against Walmart, there's just no way it was going to happen, huh?
That's partially because Target found itself competing with Walmart.
Yeah.
In a price war.
Walmart Canada did what Walmart...
Oh yeah, and this tagline of pay less. I've never even really seen that on a Target that I remember. I would laugh if I did. Target is not, I don't think of Target as a discount store or a pay less store. So it's funny that was the tagline. I didn't even know that.
Walmart does. It started a price war with Target. You just can't beat Walmart at their own game, and they want you to try, Doug Stevens said.
Oh my God.
Walmart had been in Canada since 1994. They got aggressive with their pricing to protect their hard-fought Canadian turf, according to Canadian Business.
Oh my God, it's so funny listening to them talk about grocery stores battling over turf and stuff. This gets really cutthroat in the Canadian supermarket realm, doesn't it?
It was a perfect storm. The combination of empty shelves, high prices, and customers that felt unappreciated left Target unprofitable.
Yeah, unprofitable. Wow. Again, I forgot about that. So these stores were straight up losing money as well, even though the prices were higher. than the American stores? These stores were still losing money? That's what? How can you win? I also just wanted to say I'm distracted by this picture of Canadian Target, the bullseye circle. Is that what they looked like in Canada? Did it have like a maple leaf and Canadian colors on the little Target logo? That's fun. I like that.
And losing money fast.
Yeah.
The negative guest sentiment became too much to overcome.
Yeah.
Brian Cornell, Target's CEO, admitted.
Yeah.
That's why just 2 years after their first store opened, they withdrew from Canada. They filed a Companies Creditors Arrangement Act and took a multi-billion-dollar loss.
Wow. That is, I mean, what a what a debacle. What an utter fail. Like building all these stores, stocking them, coming up with the inventory system that didn't work. Just literally burned billions of dollars. Just threw it in the garbage. Ugh, it hurts.
The lesson? First impressions are everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. This is a real good video, actually. I just want to give them credit. That was by Cheddar, and I got to give it a like. That was quite an enjoyable video. Very nice little Target historian giving me the scoop on Canadian Target's failure. Yeah, I'm kind of curious now after listening to this. What do Canadians think about Target? Like, after this, are Canadians just totally over Target? Are you like, Target sucks, Target is a fail? Or do Canadians think, oh, Target wasn't done properly in Canada? We never got the real Target experience. When I go to American Target, it's cool and hip and reasonable prices. I'm just real curious what Canadians even think of Target, or maybe you don't think about Target. Maybe that's true as well. Too busy pulling up to Walmart, or what else is there? Sobeys? No Frills. I'm trying to remember Canadian stores I learned about a while ago. Anyway, I did enjoy this quite a bit. I never thought the history of Target in Canada would be so fascinating, and kind of a lesson, I think, for people to learn, businesses to study and learn from in terrible execution. It's kind of sad, because like I was saying, I think Target could definitely be popular in Canada and a cool addition to Canadian stores, but it never will after this. This was just such an utter fail, but really fun to learn about for us anyway. So I enjoyed this. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, again, with your thoughts on Target and Target in Canada and its dramatic failure, and that'd be real interesting to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and Canadian culture and learning things about Canada and seeing things about Canada for the first time, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.